Calais Campbell, your buddy, you passed him today. Best single-season pass rushing output for the Jaguars in franchise history. Can you put into words what that means to you?
I mean, I'm blessed and highly favored by the man above, first and foremost. I got incredible teammates who backed me up this whole season, who witnessed me, really high, really low, stayed with me, continued to be with me, and I continue to be with those guys as well. So, I couldn't have done it by myself. Man, shout out to Trey, too. Got 9 sacks of the year so far, almost getting double digits. So, that's a testament of us just keep working and battling with each other. And we still got one more left to go, and we got to keep going.
And just a thought on how important it was for the defense to play the way you did today with the backup quarterback and a lot of backup receivers on the field.
I mean, it started with the preparation that we came in on Monday. If we had backup, if we didn't have the backup, that's the way we had to play. Not relying on anybody, relying on ourselves, relying on each other to handle our business, because we know if the team doesn't score, they don't win. And that was something that we could control. But we all had to believe that again. And we had to find trust, we had to find faith. And it started in practice. Man, we had a talk as a defense, a much-needed one. And I think that really sparked, all right, let's get back to what we do. And we came out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We came out Wednesday, thought it was one of the best practices we had all year. Thursday, we followed up with it. Friday, executed the calls. Saturday, clean. And then Sunday, we did all the hard work. Let's go out here and play. That was our mindset coming to the game. And, CJ did a heck of a job as well, managing the game. Was tough when we needed him to be. Offensive line held up, did their job. TJ, man, it's Evan. Shout out to Evan, too. 8th tight end in NFL history, I believe. I don't know anything else after that, but 100 catches. That's awesome. He's part of history, and he's only going up from here too.
Josh, could you see this moment when you were drafted by the Jaguars to be standing up here today and have the single season, record for sacks in a season? Did you see that? Did you envision something like that, being a leader like this for this franchise?
Yes, sir. Every year that was one of my goals to do. Last year, was one of my main goals coming into that season, and unfortunately that didn't happen. So for me, just not to lose faith, get back to what I do best, take care of my body each day, and just be mentally ready to play. And this year has been the best so far. There's still room for me to improve, I believe. I haven't played my best ball, I don't think, because I played, obviously, I don't know how many sacks I got when I got the record. But it's like, looking back at the season, there's still areas where I can improve to get better. So for me, it's just to, get back into the lab after we win the Super Bowl, and just, get better.
Josh, what's it mean to break Calais' record in terms of your relationship with him and how he helps you in this league and everything? What does it mean to you to break his record?
I mean, it's huge. He texted me the other day, go break the record. And that's one thing, man. It's just, records are meant to be broken. I can't wait for somebody to break my record. I had a record in college. They broke that record. You know what I mean? So, and I believe Trey's going to break this record. But for me, man, to be, in the history books, it's a huge, I'm a legacy type of guy. I want to leave a legacy everywhere that I go. And, this is a huge accomplishment for myself, the team, and for my family as well. So, man, I didn't do it by myself, first and foremost. So shout out to everybody who was a part of it.
Same thing, Josh. Congratulations on the record and the victory today. You've been playing very well even through this tough time, this tough patch for the Jaguars. Was your play kind of, I don't want to say inspirational, but leader by example kind of thing? Just say, hey, just follow the lead here, kind of that thing? I mean, was there any kind of a message that you could verbally tell these guys during this rough patch?
You got to play football. At the end of the day, you got to bring the best players need to play their best football. I challenged myself last week, wasn't my best outing. And I think that kind of lit another fire under me that I had to respond. The great ones respond. And this was a great opportunity for us to respond as a team, as a defense, as an individual player myself. So, I went back to the lab, went back to the dark places, and channeled something deep and positively. And, we got the job done. in the field with me. I'm out there by myself. How far can I go? So I really challenged myself every day to get better. I was out there for a purpose, and I stuck to that purpose, stuck to that plan, and I came back to Jacksonville, wanting to succeed, and it was great that I, had the opportunity to stay out there, and that was a great time for me.
As a follow-up, Week 18 showdown against Tennessee, just like last year. Only difference is Tennessee has nothing at stake in the game except trying to spoil your season. How much in that locker room do you guys look forward to having an opportunity like that against such a kind of a bitter division rival?
Mm-hmm. I mean, again, that goes down to the rivalry game. You say they're not playing for anything. I mean, they're playing for a lot. They're playing for pride. They're playing for themselves. They're playing for the checks. They're playing for everything. So for us, right, you know how rivalry games go. You can be the best team, you can be the worst team, but rivalry games, the energy is going to be high, and so we have to come prepared to play. No lackadaisical movement, no going through the motions. We have to start Monday, know when we're going to play first and foremost, and get ready to prepare every single day. And if we can do that, I can see the same outcome as this. But if we don't, we can get beat easily.
And Josh, how much did you guys need today emotionally? Just forget the record and all that other stuff, but just to go out there, play a clean game, and kind of purge all the stuff from the last month. Was it getting a little tense in that locker room?
I could honestly say we just had to fix what we were missing. Like if that makes any sense. Again, it started, the defense can only worry about the defense. Offense can only worry about the offense. Special team is a collection of everybody working together and doing one job. You have to worry about yourself before you worry about others. And once we got that understood, and we went from team, now let's work about individually. When you individually get yourself right, if you feel like you didn't play right or you kind of missed a slow step, work on that step. Get better. Because we can't win a game if you're one step short. Everybody has to be on one court. Everybody has to be in the same mindset. And this week of preparation, man, this was the best week that we've had all year. And to see how we responded to that just gave us, we know what it takes. Like, we played good football before. We practiced really good. We practiced up. We still won a game. We practiced down. Still won a game. And vice versa. But this was by far the best week of preparation that we've had, no matter who we were playing against. And if we can follow up with that and also pick it up just a little bit more to challenge everybody in that locker room, man, we're gonna hit a stride, man. I'm excited for it.
Back to the record real quick. I'm just curious. Number one, you knew when you tied it and when you broke it. Correct me if I'm wrong. And number two, how long have you thought about with Trey doing the Calais celebration at the end?
Like I said earlier, 2 weeks ago, man, I thought about it too much, anticipating it. When you play football, man, it's all about instincts and just being free. And so once I, think about it so much, you start getting tense. You start knowing when it's going to come, how is it going to come, what moment is, like, what are you going to do? Instead of just going out there and being free. So I allowed myself to stay calm, stay cool. I know my matchup really well. I know how to beat these guys. If I can continue to apply pressure, that it's going to come. And so once I, got the first one, it's like, cool, okay. Once I got the second one, me and Trey already talked about it. Actually, Dylan, shout out to Dylan. Happy birthday, by the way. It's not your birthday? Oh, they didn't lie to me then. But, shout out to Dylan. Dylan, the one that came up with the idea. So I'm not going to take full credit off of that. But then once I thought about it, I was like, damn, that's a really good idea. I told Trey about it, and Trey was like, I'm going to pitch it to you. I was like, bet. There you go. Record broken.
Josh, getting that record here at home and hearing how much it meant, like, to the fans to see you kind of get that, what did that mean to you?
I mean, it was huge. Again, I'm glad we won the game. It's always better when you win, obviously. So, it means a lot to myself, my family, to this team. I know my teammates are really proud. So, we got one more game left, and we can pile it up a little bit more. But we got to stop the run.